You are not alone. Let's read this word. Philippians 4, beginning at verse 12. I know what it is to be in need. And I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. We're going to start this thing straight out the gate with truth. Okay? We're going to start it straight out the gate with truth because I am good on the vent. And I know I'm not alone. I know you get on the vent too, especially if you at that place with God where you bring in all the complaints. It's like, bruh, this ain't right, that ain't right. What's going on? Come on now. You said you paid it all. Why the bill still rolling in? You said that you did it all on the cross. Why I still feel worry and grief? And why am I not content? We really think so small about contentment, period. And Paul laid it out to us straight up. Whether I have plenty or whether I am in need. Come on now. And the funny thing is we use Philippians 4:13 all the time. We throwing out Philippians 4:13 for everything, right? I can do all things through him who gives me strength. But Paul is telling us that we can do all things when it's little, that we can do all things when it's much, that according to where he's positioned you right now, where you are, you can do all things. Discontentment is not something that I'm sharing with you right now because I've overcame it. It's because I'm going through it. Okay? I am presently in a season where I feel like, God, I'm serving. God, I'm praying. God, I'm obeying. God, I'm bridling my tongue. God, I'm working on my temple, right? Seeking holiness. I'm not doing things I used to do that I know don't please you. I feel the conviction and I obey you and I repent and I run from it. Yet there are material circumstances like just booking a flight to go on a family trip, wanting some new shoes, some new clothes, and just going out to buy it. But instead we have to budget for it. We have to plan for it because we got this debt that got to get paid off. And he said, get out of debt quickly. Yeah, I want to go and hang out with some friends, but there are things you told me to do. I know I ain't do this week. And how I'm going to be a parent telling my kids that they got to do their chores before they get a toy or they go out. But here I am being a child of God, feeling like I'm an adult. I do what I want to do. I worked hard this week, but I didn't do the simple things you told me to do, like record this video. Discontentment is definitely a tactic of the enemy. But it also is a tool that God allows the enemy to use because it puts us in a place of being reminded that we have not been grateful and we have not been obedient. I am not a person that struggles with comparing myself to others, but I do compare who I think I should already be or who I should already become in a certain season, where I should be positioned, what I should have. And for example, how I wanted to record this video with so much watch out now, right? All the extras, right? All the production quality that I like to watch. Hello? But you got to be obedient to where you are. Baby wearing is where I am in this season. I'm wearing the baby. If I'm working out, I'm wearing a baby. I'm cooking up, I'm wearing a baby. I'm recording this video, I'm wearing a baby. I got the fan on me because I'm hot. She making me hotter. But it's giving a good effect. Back to the word. Do not let comparison, and it's not always people. We make it so much about people, which is a real thing, especially in the era of post and go, highlight reel. It's very easy to compare yourself to people. But you can even doubt that where God has you planted is not enough. The house that he's put you in is not big enough. The car that you drive is not new enough. The friends that you have are not holy and good enough. And pray about all those things. But be content where you are, because chasing after all of that, it has you forgetting what's in your hands. It has you forgetting the power of being present. It has you forgetting that the same God that knew you needed to wake up today for whatever needed to be done is the same God. The same God that has you where you are for a reason. So instead of doubting who your God is in this moment, in this season, say, God, I trust you. God, I believe you. God, I will continue to obey you. And I just know I just know. And how do I know? Because I'm learning to do it daily. It keeps rising up. And I believe it's because he keeps putting more weight on the bar. And soon he'll say, baby, you passed the test. My daughter, Jamaica, it's time to move on. And so we're going to repeat the word, because that's how we war. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. God got you. Stay where he has you, because he goes before you and he provides for you. And that doesn't mean you don't do the work, you don't do the assignment, because we serve a God that says, sow and you shall reap. But in your sowing, do it with a heart of joy. In your sowing, do it with a mouth that edifies and praises God. Do it with insight and with eyesight that sees the goodness that is right at your feet. God did not miss out when he gave you today's daily bread. Get it while it's hot. I love y'all. Stay plugged in and prayed up.